Well, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brad, and happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining our monthly webinar. This week, or this time, we're going to be talking about Moore's Law and how it is versus the reality in the quality of conference calls. So as we're getting going, just a couple of housekeeping items before we start. You should know that the title page is up, so if you don't see the opening slide, press *0 on your phone and an operator will help you. We are in the web conference. Everyone is muted, so don't worry if this is lunch time for you and you're eating a sandwich. It won't interrupt anyone, and that's also true on the web side as well. So there's a chat pane on the right side, and feel free to punch in a question or tell me what your interest is, and nobody else is going to see that. So even if there were, don't worry about silly questions or anything like that. So we've got a lot to cover. It is 5 after the hour, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we are going to cover in this session today a number of different things. We're obviously going to talk just about what Moore's Law is. In case you don't know, send me a text and tell me if you do know what it is. And we're going to talk about conferencing from a perspective of last decade, 10 years ago, and then what it is currently, and how different aspects of it, specifically transportation or the transport side and the bridging side, the details within each impact the quality and how then that relates back to Moore's Law. And ultimately, we're going to talk about what's the impact and what kind of solutions are available for us. Just before we get going, I am president of Adigo here. I've got experience of both public and private companies, and specifically to the topic of today and the equipment and how it impacts conference call quality. I was director of products more than 10 years ago at a company called Voyant, and that was a company that made the bridging equipment for all the major carriers, so have quite a background, and it was interesting preparing this webinar, thinking back to my days there of what was going on.